Alright, when we want to turn the light on in the room, we want to use this button right here. It looks like a light bulb. We can press the button in and that turns the light on. If we go over here, we can see the overhead light. There is also a switch behind here, which we never use. We never want to switch this light on and off in operatory 1 and 2 because the chair's wired so that either you can use this switch or you can use the button, but if you use both, it tends to have problems with the wiring. And so we've chosen only use the button and we leave that wire alone. I'm going to go back down to the button. So this button that controls the light, if you lightly push it, it'll dim the light and then the orange light just blinks and it's like at half of the strength of the light. We never really use that feature. We usually want all of the light or none of the light. So we just want to push the button firmly and it'll shut it completely off. These controls that we have here are also over here. So the assistant can also control the light right here. Push the button down, the light comes on. Push the button again, the light goes off. And remember, we don't want to use the switch up above on the light when we want to turn the light on and off. We just want to use the buttons. Okay, so this is the foot pedal here that controls the drill when we want to drill on the teeth. This here is a water switch. When we flip that over, it turns the water on, and when we flip it this way, it turns the water off. Although we'll never want to use that. We just want to leave it wherever it is. The chair has two controls for water. One is this button at the bottom, and one is up on the keypad right over here. The control for the water is right below the light. So the light bulb is here. The one right below it that looks like water coming down is how you control the water on the handpiece. So we always want to control the water on and off with this button rather than the foot pedal. To control that, we need to first have the high speed out, and then we push the water in. It'll show a W for water. That means water's on, so when we use the drill, now water's going to come out. When we push it again, the water is off. And again, we always just control the water here, not with the foot pedal. If we use both, if we start using the foot pedal, it could cause problems with the chair, and then we would need to get a service tech out to work on it. One thing we want to watch when we place our ultrasonic or our high speed, we don't want anything sharp facing out. When someone walks by, it would be very easy to scratch themselves and get cut. So we always, when setting up the op, have everything turned in, and again, have it turned in. This also goes for doctors when we're working on the patient. Every time we use the high speed, when we put it back, if we can put it facing the sharp object away rather than the sharp object towards, that'll help keep everybody safe and avoid cuts in the operatory.